Welcome to Vizzle. Vizzle is an interactive visual learning software for children with autism. It was created with three basic areas of need included. So we look at visuals for organization, schedules, timers, token boards, first then boards. We look at visuals for instruction, so games and books and all kinds of learning activities. And then we look at visuals for receptive and expressive language development. And what we have here is a program. It's really an authoring tool. And through the authoring tool, you have the ability of mapping all kinds of visuals. Photographs, line drawings, audio, video. We have about 15,000 pieces included in this program. You can drop into our templates and create interactive lessons. So as people create the lessons, they can post them to our shared library, which has around 2,500 lessons already created for math, science, social studies, language arts, speech and language therapy, occupational therapy, a little bit of all the different kinds of services and activities that we're creating, mapped to the state standards of Ohio, actually. And as we go through, it's just a sort of power tool to be able to create all the supports that we need for our children who have autism and have language processing problems. So as we go through, I'm going to show you a little bit about Vizzle here. So we have a shared library. You can go into the shared library by typing in a keyword or searching. And then I can also click on Teach. I'm going to show you sort of a sampling of some lessons and activities here. I'm going to let's do a speech list here. So here we have an interactive story. You can click the audio to hear the text read back.
Have a good day. Click the video.
You can add video. So here's a little preposition dance. We're going to get the kids moving and get that energy going. Okay. I won't torture you with that, but we'll move on. Just to get an idea. So as we go through the story here, we have all different kinds of media. You can add little pop-ups and quizzes. So we're teaching the language and the elements of language. So choose in. You can click and hear the audio. And then choose your selection as an answer. We'll just go through the story. You can read the text and answer the questions. Pages. We're going to go to our playlist here. We can drop lessons into a list and the students can work independently. Or I can create a playlist for sort of lesson planning as we go through. Here we have reading comprehension for language. So the fish is behind. We can change our distractors. We can have control over all behaviors of the lessons we're presenting to the students. Here we have a tool for working on receptive and expressive language. So we're going to watch the video. And then we're going to use the pictures to create a sentence to help the child see whether the child understands what's going on. So here we have the boy drives the cup. The audio is reading back the tiles, and then it's going to reinforce whether we got the answer right or wrong. And then we can just click the tab and rotate through the next, and use this as a little language quiz to see if the child's understanding what's going on in these videos. So I'm going to go ahead and click on lessons. The next one I have is a game. This is called Actions. I'm going to have Kim, can you put in some player names for me? A lot of times our students have difficulty processing sort of all the visuals. Some students are respond to photographs, line drawings. Some kids need the video. They actually need that physical model to understand what's going on. Play. So here we have a game you can control whether it's a color or number spinner. This is great for preschool through high school. All kids need to learn how to follow directions as a group. They all need to have that sort of sensory break. You can add that audio. And we can add a video support. Social stories for working on teaching those language components, so a little higher level here. So as we're working on teaching how to do readings and these little pieces. So I can wave hi to my friends. Practice waving hi. Hi. So you can model all of those behaviors that you want to happen. Also, going to current events, which is really important for some of our kids to use the things things that are going on. So as the Olympics were going on, we were able to work on emotions with the Olympics and actually go through and help them understand those things. All those emotions go. So all kinds of different options. I'm going to exit our playlist here. I can click on share. I have a shared library, so as a speech therapist or a teacher, I can come in and make all different kinds of selections to search for all kinds of content and curriculum. So I can come in and look under speech therapy, receptive or expressive language development. I can choose my grade level or my age ranges if I want to. And I can do a search. I can put in keywords, so if I'm looking at something being topic-based, there's all kinds of ways. There's thousands of lessons that you can choose from. So right now I'm searching our public library, and you have all kinds of information here. You have yes and no, senses, word building, categories, a little bit of everything here for comprehension, for receptive language development. Again, you can go in and sort of find all these, exciting ways to teach. Okay? And then you would simply, if you want to keep them, you can just drag them and drop them. And then you can open them up later and edit them and really make them your own. So it's really, power tool here. I can also tell a friend. So if I want to, I can share any of these activities by clicking on the tell a friend button. And then I can type in their email address, and they'll actually receive a copy of this lesson that they can use without having to have access to Vizzle. So I can send it to parents. We're collaborating as well. Let's see, quiz rules. Let's do a token word. Expectations are huge with our kids here. I can go ahead and I can create a quick puzzle. And then I can pull in any kind of media, reinforcers for my kids. I'm going to go into my things that I've imported to use to really specifically motivate my students. And then I can scroll down and find the things that are engaging. So if they like the backyard again, I can just drag and drop it in. Okay, and then I can create a little puzzle. I'm set to 10 pieces. I can move these up or down. And now I have a token board. And these are the following directions. I can launch this with a playlist. So clap your hands, stomp your feet. So it's a great way to motivate them. It's a really, it's an interactive token board. Using whatever is motivating to that child. So it's really easy to make activities in here. Most of these lessons I can make in about a minute. The most complicated, higher level lessons take about 15 minutes. So even at its maxed level with pulling things in and adding those videos, you can really make these things quickly and easily. So you have all kinds of content and curriculum, all kinds of language tools for working with kids who have, all kinds of areas for language development, especially with autism again. So this is specifically created out of a school called the Monarch Center for Autism, where it was created for the school to really support all of those language needs and language supports for kids through all kinds of different curriculum. So, any questions for me?